guys, how are you? How are you? How are you? Only a few days left of 2021. So thank you for hopping on here this Thursday afternoon. Just gonna wait a couple of seconds here and let some people get on because there's always that delay. And while we're doing that, if you will just kind of let me know, do you have any plans for New Year's? Anything going on, anything exciting that's happening with you and your family for New Year's? I'd love to know. So just let me know that. And also, as a reminder, like I always give you guys, I am streaming via StreamYard in my group, the Calculated Profit Pursuit. And I'm also streaming live inside of my YouTube channel. So you may be catching that either place. But in order for me to know who you are, you do have to give StreamYard permission. So just click the little link and say allow so I can see your name. So as you hop on, if you will please say hello in the comments, that way I can chat with you afterwards and know that you're here. And to be honest, it kind of helps the algorithm too. So other people will see this live and they can get all these good information that you're getting too. Okay. So today's topic, before I get into today's topic though, some of you may be new here. So let me introduce myself. My name is Stephanie Manley. I am a virtual CFO and profit strategist. And I am here trying to empower self-employed, family-centered entrepreneurs so that they can grow and scale their business. So for me, it's all about knowing your numbers. Your numbers tell the story of your business, and it starts there, right? So you got to know your numbers in order to make the changes that are necessary to grow and scale. Okay, so hopping into today's topic, and this one is so exciting for me because we are starting off a fresh year here in just a couple of days. And so I want to make sure that you are hopping off on the right foot in your business. Okay. I tell people all the time that you're in business. This isn't a hobby. This isn't just something that you're doing for fun. So I want you to treat it like a true business. And when you do that, it really changes your mindset about things. So if you're just kind of haphazardly doing things with your finances in your business, then you're not really running it and having that CEO mind frame that you need in order to scale. Okay. So I'm going to give you a few tips, a few must-dos to stay on top of your books in 2022. So these are the things I need you to do now so that you're on the right track and you can keep up with things, start some habits and so forth. All right. So the first thing I want you to do, if you're still doing this, and I'm hoping that no one on here is doing this, but I bet there is, I want you to stop co-mingling your money. Okay, stop commingling your funds. What I mean by that is your personal funds and your business funds should not be intertwined. Okay, you should have a personal bank account and you should have a business bank account. Your personal expenses should be paid out of your personal account. Your business expenses should be paid out of your business account. Okay, it seems super simple, but I find more often than not that a lot of people don't do this. Right? It's just easier. I hear that all the time. Well, Stephanie, that's just too complicated. It's easier just to keep it all together, right? Well, it's really easy to get a business bank account and treat your business like a business that it is. So go get you a business bank account. Okay. Now, so open the business bank account. That's step one in this process if you haven't. And the reason you should do that is one, it simplifies things for you, especially for tax time. And guys, if you are an LLC, especially, like you need this. You need to stop commingling your funds because you are causing issues with liability by commingling that money. Okay, so probably you started that LLC for the corporate protection that it offers. But if you're co-mingling your funds, you no longer have that corporate veil of protection. Most lawyers don't tell you that, okay? But I'm telling you, it's the case, all right? Um, so if you're an LLC, S corp, C corp, especially, you got to have that bank account, and you really got to keep things separated. All right. And then how do you pay yourself? That's the other thing I hear. Well, if I have two separate bank accounts, well, how am I supposed to pay myself? Well, super simple. You transfer money from your business account to your personal account. And that's something I've talked to you guys before about. So go check that live replay about how you pay yourself. What is the way to do that? You can write yourself a check. You can transfer those funds. Either way, those are called a business draw if you are an LLC sole member, or if you are doing business as whatever, right? You're just a sole proprietor. All right. So number one thing I need you to do to stay on top of your books in 2022 is to stop commingling your funds. The second thing that I want you to do is I want you to set up some type of bookkeeping system. Okay. Now, I love QuickBooks Online. It's a great platform, but I also understand that it comes with a learning curve, right? You really need to know what you're doing in QuickBooks if that is the route that you're going to go. So don't assume that because it's easy that it's going to be right. Like, you really need to know how to use the QuickBooks Online platform. All right. Just like if I were in marketing, I can download Canva, right? Canva is something that I use a lot. I mention it a lot. If you don't know what Canva is, it is an online program where you can go in and make graphics. So when you see my post in the group and it's really pretty and fancy, that's a Canva graphic, right? But I'm not an expert in Canva. Therefore, I don't use Canva for myself like I did in the beginning. I did a lot of YouTube and like Google searches. How do you do these different things? Because it's a robust platform. Well, QuickBooks is really robust, and we're talking about your finances. So I want you to make sure that you understand it and you're very versed in how it needs to be used. Okay. But if you don't want to use QuickBooks Online, which is fine, there's nothing wrong with you not using QuickBooks Online. Maybe you just need a spreadsheet. And guys, I'm here to tell you that you don't always need QuickBooks Online. A spreadsheet could do just as much as far as what you need for tax purposes, knowing your profit margins, all those things. A spreadsheet can do that for you as well. Okay. And I actually have a spreadsheet that you guys can use to do that if you're not ready for QuickBooks. So you want that link to that spreadsheet, drop a comment, and I'll be glad to send that link over to you as well. All right. So second tip as a refresh is to set up some type of bookkeeping system. You need something to keep up with your expenses and your income so that you know what your profits are, what your loss may be, where you're spending what. You need that, and you need to do it. Okay. The third tip is I want you to set up monthly money dates. So it's not just important for you to set up the bookkeeping system, but it's even more important that you set up monthly money dates with yourself so that you can focus on your finances, you can keep your bookkeeping up to date, and you can analyze that data. You can set goals, you can set realistic targets because you finally know your numbers. Okay. Remember, again, I'm all about knowing your numbers. The numbers tell the story of your business. Everything that you do in your business relates back to your financial numbers. Everything, marketing, planning, services, everything goes back to your numbers. Okay. And if you don't know your numbers, then you can't make calculated changes. Right? So you can make changes all day long, but it's just they're whims, right? They're not calculated. They're not strategic. And so that is super, super important. Okay. The next thing is going to be I want you to outsource if bookkeeping isn't your zone of genius. Okay? And I just skipped ahead one. This is supposed to be the last one, but we're going with it regardless. Actually, we're not. We're going to skip it and come back to it. The next thing I want you to do is organize your receipts. All right. So organize your receipts. Some of you don't know this, but if you purchase something that's $75 or more, you have to have a receipt for that. And you got to keep that. So if you're ever audited, you are going to need that receipt. So keep that receipt. It's really easy to keep receipts, guys, this day and age. So here's my trick. If you're not using QuickBooks Online and you're just using a spreadsheet, I want you to, every time you make a business purchase, I want you to take your phone out, and mine's right here. So I'm going to take my phone out, I'm going to get my receipt, I'm going to snap a picture of it, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload that picture of that receipt to a Google Drive. So make a Google Drive beginning of the year and just call it tax year 2022 receipts. And then you snap the picture, you go, I use an iPhone. So you go down, you hit Google Drive, you select the folder, boom, there it is, done, right? Get rid of the receipt. You don't need the paper receipt because an online receipt will be sufficient for a tax audit. Okay, so keep those receipts. Super, super important. The days of shoe boxes are gone. The days of throwing things in a Walmart bag are gone. Okay, so snap pictures, put them in your Google Drive. All right, and again, that number was $75 or more. You have to have proof of purchase if you are audited. All right, so now I am going to go to the outsource. So if you have you've really tried this before, maybe like you've set up your systems before, you tried to set up those money dates before, but it just wasn't quite working for you. You're working so much in your business that you just don't have the time to work on your finances, but you understand that it's important. Maybe you don't like finances in general, you don't like numbers, that's okay. Maybe you just really enjoy the aspects of what you do in your business, right? That's the part that you love. And when you think of numbers, it just makes you cringe. And you're like, you know what? I know this is important, but I just don't get it. Then it's time to outsource because bookkeeping then is not your zone of genius. All right. And outsourcing can look like so many different ways. Personally, I do customized proposals for all clients because everybody needs something different. It's not a one size fits all, right? When you come to me and you show me what your issues are, it's like going to the doctor, right? These are my ailments, these are my problems. This is what's okay, but this is what needs to be fixed. And then we can work on a plan of attack together. Okay. Maybe it's, you know what? I don't want anything to do with anything, right? I don't want to do bills. I don't want to do invoices. I don't want to do anything with finances. Just tell me at the end of the month, did I make money? Did I not? What does it look like? Right? That's fine. Or maybe you are the type to say, you know, I can do this every month, but I don't know how to read it. I don't know how to analyze my data. So maybe you need some tax strategy. Maybe you need some profit strategy in your business. And we can work on that together as well. Okay. So you have really two, different spectrums. I'm here to do all the above, depending on what you need in your business. Okay. So reach out. Would love to chat with you guys to see how I can help you so that 2022 is not overwhelming for you, that you really start off 2022 on the right foot, that you're staying on top of your books in 2022. Okay. So I will drop a link below to my free intro call. Super simple. You just jump on a call with me, 20 minutes. Let's talk about your business, where you are, where you stand, where your problem areas are. Like maybe you don't even know where they are, right? And we can help you. We can find those things. Let's tweak it so that you can have an even more amazing year in 2022 than you did in 21. All right. questions, again, pop them in the comments. I'm going to reach out to every single one of you individually in the comments. So if you'll just check there, put your comments in, and I will message you back. Not a problem. I'm also going to drop below the calculated tax planner. So you will have that if that is something that you want to download. If you want that spreadsheet, you're not ready for QuickBooks, I will drop that in the comments for you below as well, the link to download the calculated tax planner. And guys, I hope that you have an awesome rest of your Thursday, but more importantly, have a great new year. Like, it's here. It's like 2 days away until 2022. That's so exciting. I'm excited. Can you tell? I'm like, yay, right? Reach out again. Happy New Year. I won't talk to you again probably until then, until next Thursday. But join me again next Thursday. We've got even more training for you guys, more tips and strategies. So I'll see you back here inside the group, the Calculated Profit Pursuit, and inside my YouTube channel every single Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, hope you have an awesome weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.